we're going to be doing the Grasping the Sparrow's Tail that we've been doing. So come in and holding the ball. This is the first part. So the hands circle around and you're holding that ball. Okay, just practice that a few times. 1, good, and then turn around the other side like this. So 1, hold the ball this way. 2, hold the ball. So it's like if you're holding a ball here, you would circle around the outside of that ball, just turning that up the other way. Yeah. So if you turn the ball up the other way, good, and turn the ball the other way. Very good. Keeping the shoulders soft, the arms soft, everything soft. Space between your body and your hands so that it's not squished in you. You need a little bit of space to hold that ball. 1, good, and 2. Excellent. Turn, turn. Very good. So have your left hand on the top now, your right hand underneath, okay? You're going to shift the weight to your right to empty your left. So the principle is if you need to move to your left, then first you've got to empty this, yeah? So if I want to move, I've got to empty this. So I empty this, and then I change the position of the foot because we're going to be shifting the weight now over to our left leg because we're going to want to step out this way. So we want to step out to our right, we first shift to our left. Pick up this one into false leg and now step this one out, okay, with the feet at an angle, and just at the moment create some space here. So you don't have to be in line in a bow arrow, you can be like a shorter bow arrow to make this nice and really easy. You're holding the ball, and as I turn the waist, you see the arms turn naturally. So I don't have to turn the arms here. I come from the waist, turn in the waist, very good. And this first movement here turns the arms. As I turn the waist and I sink back onto that back leg, you see the arms turn more naturally. So it's just into this position here. So coming back, very good. And we're going to turn. Now what we've been doing just to make this a little bit easier is we've had the connection with the hand onto the wrist here. It's not that you have to do this, it's just that when we're practicing the Tai Chi, sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to practice it like this. Like it makes it easier to be in a shorter stance and a longer stance. Next week we can do the other way as well. Okay, so from here, turning from the waist, the weight's coming from the back leg here, through the waist, until the weight distribution is 50-50 and the hands just into this beauty looks a mirror or a mortal wave sleeve or peng, many names. Okay, from here, turn the hands and just sink the waist. So at the moment we're just having the hands here because it's easy, but if you like, you can just bring and hold back the ball this way as well. Okay, so either way, you can turn, open, or turn with the hands on the wrist. Turn, sink down and hold the ball, but if that's confusing, just keep your fingers on the wrist and just turn and come back. And you see it's this turn of the waist. If you don't actually move your hands here, you see as you turn your waist, yeah, not actually moving your arms, your body, as you sink it back, moves the arms for you. So I don't have to move the arms back. Makes it much easier as well, thinking about it like that in your practice. So I turn, sink, good. Turn the hands, so now the fingers are on the inside of the wrist, and shift again. Turn the body, shift the weight. Now your back of your hands pushing away, here. Good. So let's just start from that beginning position, ready? Turn, sink, push. Very good. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so from holding the ball, turn, sink, push. Good. So let's just turn like this. Turn. Let's do this a few times, yeah? Just do this movement, the first 2 movements a few times. just to get that flow of your waist, the flow of the weight distribution. Very good. Good, and then turn, and then push. Good, I'm going to face you now so that you can also see it from a different position. Okay, so from holding the ball, turn, good, turn the hands, sink, push. So we've got these three movements now. So the original position, so 1, 2, sink, push 3. Very good. So let's just come 1, 2, 3. Good. Start again. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's start again from here. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And all the time, if it was no hands and it was just your waist, then you're sinking and you're turning through the leg, here, through the waist. Good, and right in here. Very nice. Hands, because I'm turning the waist. Mainly, the waist is doing the movements, but of course I need to turn the hands a little bit as well. Very good. So, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Separate. Sink. Good. And it's this sinking and a little bit of the hands at the end that does the movement, not the pulling back of the arms. You're sinking back down, so the weight's now mainly on this back leg. Good. Sink. Then push. Both hands forwards. Very good. Let's come back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, and push out. Very good. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, sink, 4, 5. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. And gather the cosmos. Very good. Arms relaxed down by the side. And just gently being in Wuji now. Gently being in Wuji. Good. Gently think of the Dantian area. Rub your palms together. Dab the eyes, massage around the face and the head. Very good. Many years ago when I was in business, I wasn't able to deal with life with such ease because I would get really stressed out by stuff. And of course that was no good for my health, no good for anybody else's well-being either. So I needed to find ways to be able to move through life, transition through life, deal with things in life much more smoothly. So when it comes to situations like this with the COVID-19 and there's a lot of disturbances around, I have my practice as a way to be able to remain calm. And it keeps just bringing me back to the moment all the time. So just practice in the moment. What's it feel like for you just to step out? What's it feel like just to step out? So you just might go, I move from here, it's a little bit clunky. Okay, what do I need? Slow down. Okay, slow down. Okay, breath, body, looseness. What does that feel like? Foot down. Nice. Okay. If I just shift my weight now, what does that feel like? Okay, nice and smooth. Okay, I feel this relaxation through here. Let's just play with this movement for a little while and feel what that feels like.
What does that feel like? What is it like if I move my leg out a little bit further for me? Is that easier on my hips? Is that going to be easier for me right now? So making adjustments for yourself as well so that your movement can become smooth. We can do Tai Chi in the bow arrow stance, but sometimes this is hard for people to get the loosed waist. Or you can come into your 4-6 stance and you can do it from here for a shorter stance, or a little bit longer like the bow arrow, but a wider stance. Okay, I've got this movement now. Feels nice, moving from my waist. What's it like if I add my hands in for that first movement? The ward off. What does that feel like? Nice. What does it feel like if I just sink down for the next movement here? Very good. Or if I want to have the hands touching the wrist. So either holding the pearl like this, or sinking down like this. What does this feel like? Do I feel smooth? Nice. Next movement, just gently pushing out here. Very good. What's that feel like if I just practice this a few times? Nice. Good. Now the arms come out here. Am I relaxed in my shoulders? My chest open? Yes, this feels nice. What does my stance feel like? Nice. Okay, if I sink down now from my waist, what does that feel like? How do I need to adjust myself in order to work on this? Good. If I turn my hands and then turn my waist, you can see as I turn my waist without moving my arms, there's a push from my waist, rather than a push from my hands. Nice. Let's come back to the start for a moment and just feel what that feels like now. If you start off shifting the weight, holding the ball. Good. Arms come out, foot comes out, heel first, weight still on this back leg. Shifting as I turn, sinking, push, separate, sink down, turn. Very nice. I can sink now, turn here, always turning in the waist, sinking with the waist, pushing. Very good. Come back into that wuji, using your gathering the cosmos, if you like. Using gathering of the cosmos. Very good. What does it feel like the other way, if I move the other way? If I move my leg out here, what does that feel like? Nice, okay. If I come into holding the ball, leg comes out, step down, here, stepping down, foot goes down, shifting the weight, turn, sink. Good, just practicing this a few times. What does this feel like? Good, nice. Do I need to smooth out my hips a little bit more here as I turn? Good. Turn, hand coming onto the inside of the wrist here, gently pushing out, separate, sink, turn the waist again. Come back into that original position here, so you're holding the ball. Turn, you make this nice and slow. Good. Turn, separate, sink, turn. Turn from the waist. Good. Flow into the ward off, sinking down, pushing out, separate. Good. So just practice this a few times now, just smoothly. Just allow yourself to flow a little bit more with the movement. Okay? Enjoying that flowing movement. Good. Good. Making the hand contact if that helps you. So if it helps you to keep that contact so you can remember it, that's fine. You can do that. So as you come down, contact, 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 sink, turn. Or Not contact, but spread. Good. 1, 3, 4. Good. Flowing. 1. Here, flow. Good. Gather the cosmos. 3 times. Good. 3 times. And then just remaining back in Wuji. Just remaining Wuji.